Hi everyone, welcome to this new episode. Today I wanted to share with you the content of the conversation I have with a friend that I recorded in French about being versus doing. So the big question is, who are you when you are not doing? When you are not doing you, where you are not playing to do you. It's not an easy question. So there is no easy answer straight away. But, you know, the first thing we ask in life when we meet someone is, what do you do? And the answer should be, I'm me. But who is that you? Who is your me? This is what your design is here to help you to find out. Because knowing your design can really support you to find who you are, get rid of the conditioning and the belief system that doesn't belong to you. And really to be your true self. Learning about your design or your partner design, your children design will really help you to identify what's correct for you and how you can create your life. So I'm going to share a practical example of my personal journey too, and how your design can help you to be your higher self. And it's just a few things that we look at in the session, but of course we go so much deeper. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the brain, trying to answer all the overwhelming question of the world, the mind, trying to drive and control your life, and all the most important conditioning part of our society, food, sleeping. I could have talked about school too, actually. So the idea, it's really to discover your true nature, how your energy works, and how you can be you as a unique you. So I've been playing me for decades, doing. I've been a lawyer for 10 years, and I spent the next 10 years to deconditionate myself. um, so, yeah, this is what I'm going to share today. How to really come back to you and not to do you. So just to be precise, I'm not going to talk about feminine or masculine energy here. It's not what I'm talking about. Not saying develop your feminine part and reduce the masculine one. It's really about balancing. So let's start to see how just few things in your design can already help you massively and can be life changer for helping you to be you and not doing you. So the first thing we look at in a session is your energy type. And each energy type has a strategy, which is how you're going to interact with the world. And it will allow you to attract the right people, the right situation to you. So, for example, I'm a manifestor generator. My strategy is to respond to life, to respond to an invitation, to respond to something that I see outside, to respond to something that I hear in a podcast, and that my body is telling me is right for me. My decision process, my authority is sacral. My body is knowing in the now, and it's telling me with little sound that it's right or not to guide me on the less resistant path for me. So just by using that and to respond to the world, I can be me and not do me. Because in this society, we are pushed to initiate, but I'm not here to initiate. I'm here to respond. And I don't know for you, but I've been pushed my whole life by everything in our society to do and initiate, go forward, go reach it. But not everyone needs to initiate, not the manifestor generator. So, manifestor generator, energy type generator. We have an open aura. It means that we are going to attract the right thing to us. And I shared in a previous episode that, I was trying to come back to Europe, but my mind was like very stuck in the how I'm going to do, etc. And actually, I was forcing it, I was pushing it, I was initiating, and I was sick all the time. My nose was blocked all the time. I probably recorded few episodes with my nose blocked. So, yeah, the nose is linked to the ajna. The ajna is an anxiety center. There was a lot of mental pressure for my head center to find, to answer to all the questions that were around me. So I could recognize what was happening and pause. Few weeks later, the right situation that I could respond to come to me, and it's how we move without stress very easily to Scotland. Following your energy tap strategy authority is really the foundation of who you are. I would like to go a bit deeper into your variable. They are the arrows at the top of your chart. So the top left arrow at your chart is your brain. So it's how you need to be fed by information in life. And my arrow is on the left side, it's an active brain. So I need to have information, and it's pushed me to think a lot. And with an open head center, undefined head center, I can be conditioned to answer all the questions of the world and feel that pressure, and then trying to do things to release that pressure. But just being aware of what's happening, having awareness on your design, can help you to act correctly by being, not doing you, being you. Because we all need to do things in life, of course. It's not about not doing, but it's about doing by being. And also this arrow is determination, aka digestion. So it's not what you eat, we can see that in other parts, but it's the condition and circumstances which are better for you to eat into. So it's how you're going to digest food easily, but also how you're going to digest life easily. And it's feeding your brain, it's feeding your development, your talent, everything. If you have those three things to keep in mind for your design, your authority, your strategy, and your determination, it's really, really important. And there is so much conditioning about food. My daughter is a delight eater, so naturally she's not eating at night, and I always make sure she have food before it's dark. But when she's born, the doctors and nurses were pushing me to wake her up to eat every 2 hours, which I refused because I knew it was not the right thing for her, because she's unique. Not everyone eat the same way. It will have been really unhealthy for her to eat at night, and she will have a lot of discomfort, actually. Food is probably one of the most conditioning part of our society, like eating all together, not making noise, staying seated. If you have a design where you are touch nervous, it means that you need to move when you eat, or sound how you need to listen music or watching TV will be more beneficial for you. But I see a lot of clients struggling with it for dinner time with their children because they don't have the same condition and circumstances to eat food together. And you have to go above the conditioning that, no, I should do this, I should do that, because it's what we are expected to be and to do. But once again, we are all unique, and do we want to eat and digest food and life in a healthy way, or respond to what other people expect from you? When you feel judged, it's because you are judging yourself. So it's really accepting that it's okay to create your life and not to do follow other people's rules. So yeah, the food is a big part. And then I wanted to talk about the top right arrow, which is the motivation, which is also the mind. So it's how you're gonna see things correctly. And I have a receptive mind, which is not strategic. We live in a very strategic world, and it's better for me to let things come to me instead of being strategic. My color is hope, so it's trusting instead of its transference, which is guilt, which is doing, doing, doing. And I've been doing for a long, long time. And like, I can still sometimes be in the doing, but being aware of it, make it stop. And, just reprogramming basically your mind. um, and Raoul was saying actually about the design. The design is our vehicle, and it comes with its own driver. And the mind tried to take over to run your life, and talking to the driver all the time. So to the passenger all the time. So the passenger then start to believe that the mind is right, and that he's in control. But no, this is not your mind who is in control. Doesn't have to. And this thing is really important because motivation is really important, because it's also how your kids are going to learn. It's how you're going to see if the homeschooling is maybe better for them than the strategic school, as we know. And once again, for me, the school system was not was strategic and receptive. It was not working well for me. I did very well at school, but I was living in fears, and it had a lot of consequences in my life. Even when I had to pass like an English test for visa things, I was terrified, trying to do and do and do and do. So yeah, just respecting your design will help to get rid of those, not getting rid, like being aware of what's happening and what you want to do by being you. Another arrow that we'd like to look at with you is the environment arrow. So this is the bottom left arrow, and your environment is your unique place that nurture you, master your effectiveness. English. So I start again. So it's like your unique place, the environment is your unique place. It's the place that nurture you, master your effectiveness, and allowed you to live out your purpose. So I have a passive environment, and it means that I need to be in a relaxed environment, not doing much. My partner and daughter has left environment, and they are very active. I cannot keep up with them. I tried. It's not great result for me. So I was forcing myself for a long time to do everything with them. But I learned that it's not what is correct for me. And I'm not trying to do everything with them anymore. And that's totally fine. It was the should that I was trying to impose myself. And my daughter will probably do herself more than me, because she has more centers, motor centers defined in her child. She also has the channel 2034, which is a busy bee channel. But I will teach her how to be herself and not doing herself, hopefully. The other subject that I wanted to talk about is about the sleeping, one of the most conditioned area in our society too. And according to your energy type, we all have different sleeping needs. So, for example, my daughter, she has a sacral center defined as a manifestor generator. So it's a life force energy. She needs to empty this center before going to bed. I'm not having a quiet moment before going to bed. We are running, singing, jumping to empty this sacral energy. And she falls asleep in just a few minutes. But we have been told that before going to bed, it's quiet time, etc. It doesn't suit everyone. Well, I'm not really want to go there, but the sharing bed with your partner is a big one too, because we are supposed to share the bed with our partner, but not co-sleeping with our babies. Who needs who? But the human design, not bad, and the human design system recommends to sleep in your own aura. We have 70% of the population who are generators. It means they have the sacral center defined, a lot of energy. Then we have the rest of the population, projector, manifestor, and reflector, who are non-sacral being. So they are going to take the energy of 70% of the population and amplify it. They need to empty this energy in their own aura before going to bed and sleeping with another sacral anyone. But sharing your aura has an impact on your energy level, on your sleep and your health. So forcing a non-sacral being to share a bed with a sacral being would never benefit anyone. But once again, try. Human design, it's all about experimenting, and you will see what the result is. Because, in this sacral center, I had a special episode about the sacral center, but let's just have a little reminder here, because, it's the center of life force, workforce, doing, creativity, fertility. But behind there is also, when you do way too much, you are burning out, even if you have a sacral center defined and have access to this energy. If you do too much, behind you create emotional blockage. It's all about money, relationship, work, all the fears and all the control. I see all my clients, non-sacral being or sacral being, getting sick, burning out, ovaries cancer, infertility, a lot of other physical pain, because they don't respect their energy and they are in their doing. It's almost every session that I have. So, yeah, just being aware of how you use your energy. Another thing that I wanted to share with you about emotion, because 50% of the population has an emotional center defined, solar plexus, and 50 other percent have an undefined center. So everyone has the lesson to learn from that. But let me share an example with you. I have an undefined solar plexus emotional center. My daughter has a defined center. So I'm taking her energy and amplify it. It's very uncomfortable. She needs to let pass the wave to see what's happening for her, to find clarity. For me, I know in the now what's happening for me. So I'm going to naturally go to her and try to do something, because for me, I know what to do in the now. She doesn't. So I'm going to try first to suppress her emotion and to do something to suppress her emotion and to do something to not feel her pain. But then at the end, I've been doing, I haven't been. My lesson here is to learn what emotion belong to me or not, to become wise about it, and to not try to fix it her job on the side. It's not to react it. That's another story. But you can see that if I'm doing, I'm not letting her wave of emotion, and I'm trying to suppress the emotion. There is a lot of avoiding people here because they don't want to feel the pain, so they are going to avoid the conflict. They are going to avoid the discussion to not feel the pain and try to do something instead of being would never be good for anyone again. So it's really about choosing to be instead of to do. Or to do, but by being you. Recently, I had a lot of admin paperwork to do for my partner in France and with the visa. My active brain, my open head center was like trying to do and answer all the questions of the world. I felt younger, felt frustration. I also felt that I was playing the game. But, you know, I could choose a different way to do that. So I was trying to do all the paperwork they were asking, doing. But then I choose peace because I didn't want to live my life in frustration and anger. I wanted to do that in peace. And the second time we came back for the paperwork they asked for, they didn't even look at it because I changed my energy. And I've been away from France for a very long time. So now I'm back in Europe. It's really seeing how what I learned from my deconditioning overseas and how I become my true self, how I apply it in the society that I was before, but I was not like that in that society before either. And life will always put you in situation to practice, to see if you are learned and how you can learn the lesson and move forward. So I could play the game of what the society is, how the society is working, and it's not being outside the society, it's like walking alongside the society, not being in, but walking alongside from it, because I could play their rules, but I also can create my own rules. And it's what your design is allowing you to do by being you. And of course, we all have conditioning. We are all have framework. We are here to experience, but it's about the key that you choose to put in your vehicle to drive your vehicle. Do you choose peace? Do you choose joy, serenity? You tell me. And it's really becoming aware of the program that you've been playing. Is it yours? Is it someone else? Does it suit you or not? But your design is giving you the tools to understand who you are, to be your true self, and the situation who will come to you will allow you to break free from this conditioning or this old belief system and even the transgenerational things that absolutely doesn't belong to you. So at the end, it's all about awareness, of course. Do you remember the 4 A's of life? Awareness on the emotion of the situation, on your design, and allowing to feel that way and not to suppress it, and to accept and to totally understand that it always has a purpose for you, to lead you to the right path for you. And then to choose different alternative, because the pattern will continue to repeat till you understand. And when you don't understand or you don't listen, it creates a disease, illness, because your body tries to send you all those messages. In your design, we can identify the organs in your energy center. So when you have a disease, pain, we can identify very easily which is the emotional blockage behind it. The design is telling you how, release it. And of course, I'm here to help you to decode it. So yeah, knowing your design, it's really giving you the key that you need to empower you, because it's about giving you back your power, and to find a new framework, to recalibrate your life. And I'm here to help you all your way, if that resonates with you, of course. Thank you for listening till the end. Hope you enjoy. If it's the case, feel free to comment, to like it, to share it. And in conclusion, I will tell you to be you, not to try to do you, and have a lot of fun at doing by being. A lot of love. Talk to you soon. Bye.